Ogoni land is a kingdom that covers close to 1,050 square kilometers in Rivers State Southeast Senatorial District, southern Nigeria. Ogoni land is situated in the Niger Delta region, the third largest mangrove ecosystem in the world, with a population of close to 832,000, according to the 2006 national census. The region is made up of 4 local government areas, namely Elim, Kokona, Kana, and Tai. The Ogonis are predominantly agrarians. In Nigeria, oil was reportedly first discovered in Oloibiri, a small community in Ogbia local government area in Bayelsa State in 1956. Environmental contamination in Ogoni land from oil spills is as old as the discovery of oil, and it has attracted several other complicit, including pipeline vandalism, cultism, rape, ritual killings, and arson. The environmental degradation in the Niger Delta is not new, and it has bred many other social problems. The Ogoni land has its own share of problems. Unemployed youths in the region have been propelled into crime. It has been theorized that unemployment tends to push persons into criminal activities to enable them to survive economically. Cross-sectional studies have established the impact of unemployment on crime and that it is one of many possible influences. The Ogoni land is rich in terms of natural resources, including oil, and yet poverty is pervasive. Inequality, systemic and cultural biases have made the community vulnerable to poverty. Even after 5 decades of discovering oil, one of the world's largest wetlands is practically as impoverished as they were in the 1950s. The environmental hazard due to oil exploration left the youth with no other option than to get their feet wet in pipeline vandalism, rape, ritual killing, cultism, and arson.
In the Ogoni, over 50 years now, the environmental has been degraded like this. And we all know the story of Ken Saro-Wiwa and the 8 Ogoni people who died. In those days, when I heard about Ken Saro-Wiwa, I never knew because I wasn't in activism. So I didn't even know why they were saying, kill him, kill him, kill him. It is the day I realized, and I came to realize why Ken Saro-Wiwa was killed. In that, after watching his video, I cried for 3 hours in the night. And the next day I went for meeting and it was all over me. If this man could die because of this and we are still in that suffering, then I should make a noise. The degradation, the land, our soil, like I'm telling you here, I wish you came when rain fell. You would have seen that the whole of this place is flooded. But because there is sun today, you can see a little. We can't plant. When I came in here newly, I planted corn, and the corn I planted in this environment, I shared it to the whole of this environment, and everybody ate it, and you will enjoy it. But now you can't plant again, and that is how our farms are. The cassava we used to plant before, and we get something like the cassava I planted here. If I bring out 6 roots, it will feel too busy. But now you can't plant anything and get anything because all the ground oil has messed up our ground. The extraction has finished us. At the sea level, from the places where we go to do our aqua life, particularly women who train their children, they don't have anything again to do because go to there to pick crayfish and even the isam and all those periwinkle and things, oysters and things like that, you hardly see them. Before now, we buy isam 1 cup for 15 naira. But right now, 1 cup of isam is 550 naira. That is somebody who loves you and wants to reduce the price for you. We don't see those things again. Oysters and crayfish and things like that, we are no more seeing them. And so it's a difficult situation for women, particularly when women are always at the receiving end of every problem. And so the woman doesn't see how she can be able to train her children again. School fees has become a problem. And we are in this degradation. This is okay here where their water is 90% bad, from the World Health Organization standard of water. Till now, they have not gotten it. Before now, this peace we are talking about, even as I'm talking now, say you can be seeing certain things happening. But by the grace of God, this peace we have been able to achieve it because as you're coming, they see you with camera or anything like this, they want to interrogate you. Cult boys, we are operating in the afternoon. It was not night. They will operate in the afternoon, dance their dance, move on the road, do anything with their knives and they were shooting and killing in the communities. Women were not even able to go to dying. Women are dying of BP and this, out of distress and frustration, depression. Go to the homes now where this money was paid to. Most of their wives are sick. Because of what? They are not happy. But you can't express yourself. When you are able to express yourself, you have reduced some stress in you. But when you cannot express yourself, you are just there, bottled up. And you still just keep thinking. That coalition was formed by Chief Okon in one of the meetings we had in Akpajo, one of the resort hotel at Akpajo. There we had a peace building activity meeting and capacity building meeting there, and so with YNEC, and then at the end of that meeting, Chief Okon, who is a ED of Kebekache Women Development Center, decided to say, okay, since we are different women from different Ogoni communities, she's going to form that coalition so that we will be able to air our voices on things that are not right. And so it was formed. And then I was made the coordinator. We keep doing our best as women, because the woman is the one who is at the end of every crisis. When my community had crisis, all the men ran away. It was only the women that remained in the community. It was only the women that remained on the community. The youths ran away. The men ran away. Says that law cannot stand. Our tradition is what we stand. And we are still looking at it. Sometime in August, I was among those who visited the Commissioner of Justice. And what the man told us is that nobody litigates the case. At that time, I gathered women who contested, because that was when Patience Jonathan, she made things easy for us. Mama Peace, we call her, made things easy for us. She wanted women to come out. We were up to 686 women the day she hosted us in Presidential Villa. That year, 23rd of March 2011 was the day she hosted us. That day was my birthday precisely. And so we were 686 women that evening. And then just women. After then, I started gathering women. And we were gathering in Federal Women Affairs Office, Women Development Center in Abuja. So from my voice in papers and things like that, it is even the women that will fight you. Like I'm shouting now. In Element, our tradition is so bad. Our culture is so bad that it keeps the woman on the ground. They just match you and all sorts of things. The only place our culture can have wings is when it comes to women. In Element here, our culture doesn't have a place for a woman. I'm from Alode. If they are sharing anything there, they won't give it to me. I'm not supposed to have it because I've been married out. So because you're married out, but when burial or anything problem comes to the family, you are the first person they will call. Those are the kind of things we are talking. The people you're fighting for are the people fighting you again. That place, if you go there, go to Bidere. You, as you're passing, you will see. It's just that some time ago, one activist took people like you to that Bidere just to take picture of the bad water and where the place is polluted. Do you know they brought boys and they were beaten up? That's the kind of condition we find ourselves, where they will just they do a divide and rule. A divide and rule. If you talk the truth, they want to kill you. To Bidere now. And just there, you just come down with this, your camera, you want to snap. You will see boys come out. And the same people that are suffering are the same people they use.
The impact of the Coalition of Ogoni women has given birth to a new awakening across Ogoni land. More and more youths are embracing dialogue. Over 50 female youths, some of whom were involved in artisanal refining, renounced their ties with the illegal trade. Youth groups in the community have been having time-to-time dialogues with the community stakeholders and government leaders to identify the overall needs of the youths and possible opportunities to engage more youths in legitimate activities other than illegal oil bunkering and illegal refining.
We have been able to, last year, we had a peace meeting on this Peace Day, International Peace Day. At Sabewan, where we invited our traditional rulers and youth leaders and local government people, councillors and things like that. But I will tell you that in that meeting, it was so unfortunate that it was not up to, let me not be exaggerate. I will tell you that not all the local governments, represented, because what we are talking about is how to build peace. Before now, this peace we are talking about, even as I'm talking now, say you can be seeing certain things happening. But by the grace of God, this peace we have been able to achieve it, because as you're coming, they see you with camera or anything like this, they want to interrogate you. You cult boys, we are operating in the afternoon. It was not night. They will operate in the afternoon, dance their dance, move on the road, do anything with their knives and they were shooting and killing in the communities. Women were not even able to go to farm. And so that was why we organized that peace day in Sabema local government. That's Thai.
The coalition continues to call for more synergy between stakeholders to sustain the dialogues, which is the path to having years of peace in the land, as women are regarded to be custodians of peace. The coalition also seeks more participation of women in the developmental process. This documentary has been made possible by Nigeria Health Watch with support from the Solutions Journalism Network, a non-profit organization dedicated to rigorous and compelling reporting about responses to social problems.